record. Hey, what's going on, man? It's your host with the most, Mr. Bro Rogan, and we are live at the Y9 podcast. We're at the Y9 studio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and all that shit at _Y9pod. Also, if you're interested in being a guest on the show, please go ahead and DM the team, and if we have room, we'll go ahead and get back to you. Now, I'm sitting here with a young lady right now whom I got to meet I met her a few years ago through some family friends, and it's crazy because you have been to my house for barbecues with your guy.
Turning up.
And we had lunch a few times and met up at my girl's salon, and I had no idea you did music.
Word.
Like, that's something you never even brought up.
Right.
One day, Molly was like, check this out. And I was like, that looks like
homegirl.
Jeffrey's girl. She's like, absolutely. So we're sitting here with Miss PHALASEE. Let's give it up.
What's up, baby? West Coast, what's good?
So, let's talk about it.
Yes, man. Thank you. It feels good. It feels good to be at the top of somebody's list. So I appreciate you for having me, inviting me, showing me this love and support, giving me a voice.
No
that feels
problem.
good.
Because honestly, like, first of all, it shocked the shit out of me because, like, I was like, wait, what? Like, I know this girl. I've talked to her. We've never once discussed her doing music. And, like, it was so shocking to me because I'm like, not only were you doing music, but you were, like, really, you had, like, music videos and, like, professional. And I'm like, and she was really making good music. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So I was like, the first thing I said, I have to get her on the show.
You know what? I live in different worlds, and it's just depends on what world I'm at, where I'm, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I work a lot. I'm a workaholic, so I got the business side, and then it's just, I'm chilling. I probably don't even want to discuss anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I'm social. But yeah, man, I've been doing music for decade plus, you know, been performing all over LA. I host a lot. I try to stay creative when I can, you know.
Okay, so you said you've been recording music for over a decade. What made you, like, who was your inspiration to getting into music?
Oh, perfect. You know, obviously Tupac, you know, whether they talk shit or not, is 100% always Tupac.
Come on, every day.
You know, I come from the Crenshaw district, so Nipsey was a big inspiration for
awesome,
me,
baby.
you know. A lot of underground evidence from the Dilated People.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of, like, real in your face.
Bamboo in them.
Exactly.
Hey.
So, yeah, you know, and then my mom's Guatemalan, my dad's Mexican, so a lot of Spanish music, mariachi, you know, I sing, I rap and yeah, Chalino, that's right, baby.
Vicente Fernandez. So you listen to a lot of corridos, or?
Yeah, because, you know, it's like, it's storytelling. 100%. Everything is storytelling.
Yes,
so, you know, whether it's Spanish or English, you know, good music is recognized.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of inspiration from those people I mentioned.
And to go from, I mean, you said Tupac and dialectic people. That's like dilated. Sorry, I'm bouncing off my words. But that is such two different types of music.
Right.
So, like, I know, like, you have a whole, like, eclectic
100%.
sound.
I feel like it comes from the environment that I was raised in. You know, my brothers, you know, the homies, Tupac, we out here, West Coast, baby,
West
you
Coast,
know.
baby.
But, and then it's also like, my lyrics are in your face. They're about life. I can't fake the funk. You know what I mean?
Stories.
Exactly. So, you know, that's where it's LA based.
Right. And you are from the Crenshaw area, because I do see you go by Slauson Mommy, right?
Right.
And you know, that's the area I live in too. So, wow, that's tight. So, can you remember when you first, like, said, you know what, I not only do I love music, but I want to pursue music? And when did you come up with the name and the idea, like, look, I'm about to do this? Was it a rap that you kept going over in your head?
Yeah,
Did somebody write for you?
Nah, everything I've ever spit is my writing.
Go
so
ahead.
You know, and I take a lot of pride in that. So, but I've always been a writer. I've always been a writer, poetry, spoken word. There was a show called The Empowerment Project in Leimert Park back when I was 18, 19.
What year are we talking about? They called it what?
Empowerment Project. And it was made up of the younger crowd. So it was none of the old school, the old heads. Right. It was more younger crowd. It was more spoken word. And at first I started attending these shows for homies, you know, like, let me go check it out. Let me go listen to you, support you.
Okay.
And then that kind of influenced me to like, you know what, I got riddance too, and I got something to say. So let me hop on stage, see how that goes. After a couple times, you know, getting feedback, people like, oh, you know what, it sounds like you rapping. Have you ever tried putting a beat behind it?
What?
Never tried that, but let's try it. And you know what I mean? I just grew love for it. And
now, the reason why I asked, because when I was a teenager in the same Lamert Park, they used to be like spoken word and freestyle, but it was called Project Blown. I don't know if you know about that, but like that's the grandfather to what you're talking about.
Course,
so I'm glad that they kept that alive.
Respect.
Because like after a while I got a little bit too, I don't want to say too old for the Lamert Park thing, but like my life kind of strayed away from that type of environment. Like I was more doing other shit like that didn't relate to what they were doing over there. But like I grew up over there. Like I used to be at Project Blown every week listening to rappers rap. And I used to dabble in the music, but that's crazy. So when you were going to, I'm gonna call it Project Blown because I forgot what they called it.
Empowerment Project. It was definitely 3 to 5 years after, and young crowd just trying to pick up the scraps. You know what I'm saying?
Now, were you already writing poetry, or that influenced you to start writing?
No, I've been writing since day one, since I can remember. Stories, you know, poetry, just. With the words, I could just express myself a lot more.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I battle a lot with anxiety, so sometimes, you know, even this right here, I'm comfortable. This feels good. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I feel, you know, it's very homey environment, and I appreciate that. But sometimes just writing is best for me.
Right.
You know, and that's where it comes from. So I've been writing forever, and you know, it's just become. And
that's what you use to stray away from your anxiety and help with your
kind of express myself.
Got it. Because I have a relative that deals with that, and like. It's hard for me to understand, but like he explained to me, like, bro, you don't understand, like when that anxiety hits you, and like you just feel like, you know, the world is moving, and like, you know, so he started drawing, so like he started tattooing after that, so I get it. Okay, now the name.
Fallacy. So earlier you were like, oh, I didn't even know, and this and that. Fallacy is a misconception, right? It's like a lie. And when I first got my name, which was a decade plus, you know, sitting with my producer at the time, shout out to Marv's production. Marv's. We sat on 9th Ave in Slauson for hours thinking like, what do you mean? What do you want to be about? Yada, yada, yada. And we came up with Fallacy because when I first started, you know, doing music and writing, it was just really, I was the conscious rapper, right? And I was like, with my lyrics, I'm unraveling the lies of the world, you know? And even now, it's like, why are you taking life so serious? It's a misconception, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's stuck, and people like it. Fallacy, Fally, you know. Sometimes they get it wrong. I'm not tripping. Falasee, I'm not tripping. It's not that serious.
But we're here for them to get it right.
100%.
So you motherfuckers that's pronouncing it wrong, now you know.
Yeah.
And you said 9th and Slauson, there. You right behind the Dorset Village.
Yeah.
Like you right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. Now, you said, now you being a Slauson mommy, you are also into look, before I even get into that, you said you hosted a few events, because I did want to bring that back up. Can you name a few of the events that you hosted? Because I've seen I go through your Instagram and I'm like, damn, you be really moving around and on stage.
You know what, anything from community events where they need just somebody to keep track of time and like have the mic and present, and from like going to, I hosted a Sugar Free show, hosted a lot of MB Ryder show, Amanda Paris back in the day. I have a show coming up that I'm hosting. It's called the Spa Sesh, August 23rd.
And where is that located?
Oxnard, California. So that is going to be in the Oxnard Performing Arts Center, which is super dope.
Okay.
The homegirls actually have been throwing this event for 3 years now, and the first year I was a guest, it was beautiful. It's all women business owners from, you know, food, cannabis, just different services. It's just such a beautiful women environment. And then they're bringing it back again. They asked me to host, which I'm an entertainer at heart. I love being on stage, turning up. I love having something in my cup and having a good time.
Come
you know
on
what I'm saying?
Now, this women's event, is it open to the public? Can the guys pull up? Like,
you know what? I'm sure it is, but I haven't seen too many guys. Let's.
Yeah. Well, don't be surprised if you see the Why Not crew walk through that motherfucker like, who are these niggas right here?
I just think it's really important for women to have these environments 100%. And these events just to feel comfortable and just express themselves differently. And
100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But you're always gonna need an audience of men as well, too, women. So, like, come on, man. I hope it's not women only, because that sounds like something we want to pull up to. But if not, hey, you're recorded. We'll watch it. Now, back to you. What was the first song or the first album that you worked on? Was it a feature on someone's album? Like, when did you first hear yourself on record? Like, you said you worked with Marv, the producer.
Right.
Like, how did you get with Marv? Did you meet him at the empowerment thing in the bar?
We connected. We bumped elbows a couple times at the show, and from there we just connected. But there was a beat, the Jay-Z song "Cry."
I love that shit.
Yeah, that beat.
You went nuts on that beat?
Yeah, I did. And then from there it was like, but when I write, I'm writing 64s. I'm just nonstop. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started. Until, like, you know what I mean? You learn, you go through the motions.
Did he teach you how to write a song? Like, we go 16, 8, 8, 8, 16.
I think that came naturally after.
Chorus.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, actually, the whole hook, matters.
Right.
The whole, like, breathing and you know what I mean, giving the audience a chance to really, like, sit back and, like, take your lyrics in. That definitely helped.
And also, there's a structure to songwriting. Like,
exactly.
You gotta have either an 8-bar verse or 16, then the hook, then another 16 or 8, and then the hook. Because I see, like, a lot of guys, especially when we first started making music, man, I used to write, like you said, 64, I have a 120 bar verse, and the homie was like, nah, bro, like, what you doing? I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to kill niggas. I'm trying to rip niggas' heads off. And like, nah, you can't do that. This, you gotta make a real song. And like, I learned how to write through my old producer, and that's what I was like, well, I know what you mean by writing a 64, because that's what we all did in the beginning. Like, nigga, I'm trying to write everything I'm thinking of. I ain't trying to stop. That's tight. And the name of your first project, what was it?
The first project was called Love Angel. It's called Love Angel, and it was actually a Valentine's project. Because we had decided my name, and he was like, well, you know what, I think we have a couple months to just kind of throw you in the booth, put something together and drop it. And I said, Valentine's is coming up, let's do it, and I'm an overachiever. I like challenges. I'm skilled, I'm talented, I understand that. So let's just put me to the test. Let's go.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. I dropped a Love Angel 2014. That was my first project. 14 songs. It was beautiful till this day.
And where can they find that? Is it on
YouTube, all Apple, Spotify. Check it out. Yeah.
Sweet. And another thing, there's a new video that I was watching earlier that's doing crazy. I see you got almost 300,000 views.
Yes, sir.
And it's featuring D California, a guy who's really popping out here.
Right, he's amazing. He's actually featuring me. It's called La Vida Es
so
Perra.
That's his single.
That's his single, and he's featuring me. He featured me and JR, the homeboys, just showing love, supporting. Yeah, man, we just went to Tijuana and performed not too long.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we crossed, you know what I mean?
Across the border.
Yes, sir.
I haven't been there in like, it's been probably 18 years.
Yeah.
I haven't gone.
A lot of love and support.
I love TJ. Like, don't get me wrong. I used to go a lot. Like, I even used to go to Rosarito and go to Papas and Beers. However, the last time I was in Mexico, I got arrested 3 times in one night. Like, I'm used to the pressing that they do, but this night in particular was way too much for me. And like, I was like, bro, the next time this happens, like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Like, cause I was just fed up at that time. And then like, I just kept hearing stories afterwards of how it was getting worse and worse. And like, I was already like, not wanting, but like now everybody's like, bro, anybody can go now. But I used to go a lot. I love TJ. Shout out to TJ. And but the reason I brought up that video, because one, The song is hard. The song hard as fuck. But like, I want to know who came up with the concept. First of all, the and I'm a butcher the way I say it, but the Dia de los Muertos.
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 Yes. You know what? He goes. That's his look. Yeah, that's his look. Anywhere you see him, you don't see him without his look. I've never seen him without his look.
Really?
Crazy. And I've known him years
and never seen him without the look.
But I think that is dope. That's I think he just takes a lot of pride, and it works for him, and I love it. I love him for that. But he came up with the concept. He said, "Hey, Fally, I got this track. You're gonna sound great on it. Come through, drop it. Let me know what you think." And this is actually the first time I kind of really started dabbing into singing, because I have a singing verse, and then I'm rapping, and not the first time, but the first time I was comfortable kind of putting my singing out there, and it's like, you know what, let me just challenge.
I love that shit. Who did the painting? Because
so the homegirl, I'm gonna shout her out. I'm gonna get her Instagram.
I want you to shout out
I'm gonna get her Instagram in a second.
Involved with that.
Yes.
Because like I watched that video probably 17 times before you got here.
Dope.
Not just because of the music, but the visual is amazing. I was even asking Jeff when he was in here. I was like, whose idea was it to do the
dance,
the little sway back and forth? Because that,
if I'm correct, there is a New Orleans dance that they do when somebody passes away.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he got the concept from that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to tap into that. Let's do our faces. Dia de los Muertos, La Vida es Perra. It's just pretty much, you know what I mean? Go fucking hard. Live your life freely.
And that's probably why I love it so much, because I've been to funerals. My mother was born in New Orleans, so like I had New Orleans run through me, and like it reminded me kind of New Orleans, but like with a different vibe, especially with the painted faces, and you got the rolled hair girl, and that whole shit was dope. Like,
and we gotta paint a picture now. You know what I mean? We're creatives. We get to a level where it's not just drop a video and it's nothing really behind it. Like get some.
No, it's gotta have some. Exactly. You can't just have a blank ass video. And we all have Michael Jackson to thank for that, because before that, people used to just get in front of the camera and have smoke in the background and their instruments. But motherfucking Michael Jackson dropped Thriller, and that changed the game. Motherfucker was like, oh, we got to turn our videos into whole fucking production and movies. And then like after that, that's when like MTV blew up and all of that shit. But like we got to thank the god of it all, Michael Jackson, because a video without visuals is not a video to me. So now you were saying earlier about the weed game.
Yes.
So the cultivating game.
What's up?
You want to speak up on
of course,
the people you involved with and who you work with?
100%.
Because those are the homies. If you see, I got the homie in the background. Shout out to Cuzzy Capone.
Hey, he was just here not too long ago, right?
Yes, him and the homie Weed Dog. Shout out to the
shout out to Cuzzy. Yeah, man, I just came from Canoga Park. That's where the Marathon Collective is located at. 7011 Canoga Ave, Canoga Park, baby.
Give it up.
Pull up. Come see me. Come support. Come show some love. We got everything you need.
So you guys sell merch and everything out there. You're not just selling packs. You got the merch.
We got the merch, but it's not the Marathon clothing merch. It's the Marathon Collective merch, which is a whole different brand.
Different thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's still part of
100%.
Yes. Black Salmon, everyone.
I mean, I've been in the game since I can remember, like 21, 22. You know, back in the trap days. I was lucky though. I never really worked in the trap.
Right.
I started at a shop called Apothecary, and legal since day one. The cannabis industry has treated me well. You know, I started reception, bud tender, manager. I'm running the show at Marathon. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
Yeah, let's get that up.
Hey.
Come on now. Because I actually watched them go from, from a small little mom and pop to global. Like the Marathon is global now. Like to be a part of something like that, I know that's a great feeling for you.
That's beautiful.
It is, because
it's family.
It's family. It's family. Yeah. Everyone there is family, especially Black Sam. Black Sam is probably one of the most down to earth, like really cool dudes you will ever meet in the
100%.
city. And like for him, not only to be a person of good nature like that, but for him to be the brother of one of the bros who left a mark on the city and in the world, man. Like that's a dope thing that you worked there. Now, like when did you begin working there? How did that happen?
Bumping elbows with people. You know, I was at the Green Thumb 5-6 years ago. I met him there, and I saw an opportunity. I was like, hey, you know what? Let me squeeze in here. Let me tell him who I am. Hey, I'm from the Crenshaw district. I've been doing cannabis for a long time. I can help you.
Yes, yes.
That didn't click until 2 years ago, where I got a phone call, and he's like, hey, we need you. I was like, it's a blessing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't happen right spontaneous all the time. Sometimes it takes some time. But like you said, it's all about networking here in the city, man.
Exactly.
It's all about who you know, and it don't always come together. And one thing I do need you to do before we leave is I have our own strain now. Like
word.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the cannabis business now, man. You know, when I first started to get into it, well, before I did, I called your man, and I was like, yo, like, I was like, bro, I need some help. And he's so busy. He was like, but he recommended a guy, and the guy who he recommended another guy, and now the guys who work for me is the guys basically I met through him. Dope. So it's like it's dope. And like me, I'm in the weed game, but I don't smoke. So like I love to like get the feedback from people. So before we get out of here, I want you to give me some feedback on my own strain. It's called Disco Ball. You'll find it in your nearest supplier soon. Okay,
what is what I'm gonna feel? Is it more of a uplifting? Is it more relaxed?
Hey, can you answer that for me, Hoff?
We gonna find out.
Yeah, you'll find out. I honestly don't know. I haven't even sampled my own product.
You know, it's crazy. On the way here, I called him and I was like, fuck, I forgot to bring him product. I was like, I forgot to bring him product. He's like, don't stress. He doesn't even smoke.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, damn, okay, relief, but I still came empty-handed, and I don't do that.
And listen, this you showing up is what I wanted. That's it. Like, I whenever guests come on, I don't expect them to bring anything unless you're a food guy and you don't bring no goddamn food. No, I'm joking. That's a shot. I'm just joking. We'll edit that out. But no, I don't expect anything from anyone, man. This is my door is open. That's why I provide everything for my guests. That's why, like, you see, I have a full bar. I keep weed here, even though I don't smoke, but I know everyone else does. Right. I have the alcohol, I have water, I have juice. So like, no, don't even trip. Like, I don't expect anyone to bring. But for you niggas that's coming in the future, if you want to bring me some shit, bring me some shit. I also have merch and shit too that you can buy on my Shopify. Go to my Shopify. That's right. Don't forget, Why Not merch is up and ready. Now, are you currently working on some new music or?
I'm always working on some new music.
Let's talk about it.
You know what? I think that's one of the things that I battle, that I hold on to so much shit. Like, I'm a hoarder. You know, with music, I just keep it in the dungeon for no reason. So I'm working on releasing a lot of things that I have in the closet, but also I am working a lot with Spanish rappers right now.
I love it.
That's hidden a lot, I feel. I'm great at what I do, you know what I'm saying?
Right, come on, give yourself a shout out. And I love the fact that you're working with a lot of Latin rappers, because you guys are on the come up right now. You got Lefty Gunplay, you have Drex the Trim, or Drex I can't remember what his name, they put me up. You have Rowdy Rax right now. You have a lot of Latinos that's like making some noise in the industry right now. And I'm trying to get you guys all up here and promote your stuff, because this is Los Angeles, man. It ain't no black without brown. You know what I'm saying? No brown without black. So we always got to support each other, no matter what they do in these fucking dumbass penitentiaries. But on these streets, we got to support each other. I love that. So like, speaking of support, you were talking about some of your friends that can you go ahead and mention the people that's involved with this?
Yeah, shout out to
California.
De California, JR, the homeboy. Make sure you go check him out. Cindy was the one that painted our faces. I'm gonna lock in that Instagram.
Yeah,
but it was
having on in the
We just had a great time, and then it was fun. You know, the homegirl, Golden Child, she was dope too.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it was dope.
Now, where did you guys shoot that video? Was that in TJ or was that
that was here in South LA.
Okay.
And it was like an alleyway. And we just, met up and was like, let's shoot this.
Now,
and everybody learned the steps. It took us.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, did you guys learn it on the spot?
Yeah, we had a group of like 10 people learning it at the same time. So it took us a while for sure, just to get it real nice coordinated. But it was dope. It was fun, and his ideas are always dope.
Now, did he have that idea to do the dance move already written in the treatment, or did you guys get there and he's like, yo, look, I got an idea?
No, he has his shit planned stand out, and I think that's why he's so successful, because he has the eye for sure.
Because I'm telling you, I really judge people on, like, if you're an artist, I'm gonna judge you on the first thing that I see. And that's like how a lot of people is. Like, if someone raps and I'm like, well, spit something. If it's whack, I probably have never listened to you ever again. If you draw or you paint, you show me some shit. If it's whack, I don't care to see it again.
Right.
If you're direct and the video is half-assed, I don't ever want to watch. But when I watched that video and I heard the song and I saw the visuals, immediately I was like, yo, there's something I fuck with. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you came in, man. Is there anything else? And that's another thing. Like, when I bring people in, I don't bring people in to come and tell their whole life story, because I want us to build a relationship to where you can come to the Why Not podcast every time you have something dropping, or anytime you want to come promote something. So it's like, or even if you want to come and just vent. Like, so that's why, like, I get people in, tell me what you got going on right now. We'll film it, but then it's like, if you came here and did it all in one take, then it's like, when are we gonna have a second interview? If you come in here and be like, yo, when I was 12 and this and that, and now that I don't want to hear about all of that. Maybe we'll save that for the second interview or the third. But, like, is there anything you want to promote before I let you go? And
yeah, man, stay tuned for Fallacy. Shout out to the B-Side Show. That's another podcast. It's a live show. bsideshow.net. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. We're there. We do the same thing, you bring people to the spotlight. So shout out to Rabbit and Shay. Appreciate you, always love. Shout out to the Project Mayhem. That's where it all started, baby. Okay. Boone, Bands, Ryman. I appreciate you. And, keep it pushing. To all my ladies, don't stop for nobody, for nothing. Keep your head in the game. Okay. Fuck what they say.
Now, can we find all of that? That's all on streaming sites, like the podcast and
Correct.
Stuff, the YouTube and all that. Okay. Well, this is Bro Rogan. This has been the Why Not podcast. And we are out. Let's go. How you do your work so well. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's Bro Rogan. We're back at the Why Not podcast, and we are here with Fallacy. Go ahead. She got something to tell you guys. Let's go.
Talk my shit real quick. Let me talk my shit. I'm so plugged up, they trying to pin me to the wall. Always questioning my actions, always praying on my fall. Never want to come in second, always want to be the best. Never going out of style, a little flavor from the west. Always got the loudest on me, I just might be going death. Got to thank the one above me, giving me another breath. First you gotta get the money, then you getting the respect. If you getting out of line, then I promise you'll get checked. You know what's up, it's Fallacy. I wanted to spit something for you, this is how we do.
Let's go! Hell yeah. See, it takes balls to do that, even when you don't have them.